عباده الذين اصطفى أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم ثم آتينا موسى الكتاب تماما على الذي أحسن وتفصيلا لكل شيء وهدى ورحمة لعلهم بلقاء ربهم يؤمنون وهذا كتاب أنزلناه مبارك فاتبعوه واتقوا لعلكم ترحمون أن تقولوا إنما أنزل الكتاب على طائفتين من قبلنا وإن كنا عن دراستهم لغافلين أو تقولوا لو أنا أنزل علينا الكتاب لكنا أهدى منهم فقد جاءكم بينة من ربكم وهدى ورحمة فمن أظلم ممن كذب بآيات الله وصدف عنها سنجزي الذين يصدفون عن آياتنا سوء العذاب بما كانوا يصدفون هل ينظرون إلا أن تأتيهم الملائكة أو يأتي ربك أو يأتي بعض آيات ربك يوم يأتي بعض آيات ربك لا ينفع نفسا إيمانها لم تكن آمنت من قبل أو كسبت في إيمانها خيرا قل انتظروا إنا منتظرون صدق الله العظيم وبلغنا رسوله النبي الكريم ونحن على ذلك من الشاهدين والشاكرين والحمد لله رب العالمين. Surah Al-An'am. After refuting all the bases of shirk that the mushrikeen, the polytheists of Makkah came up with, now Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is proving the prophethood of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam by telling them that ثُمَّ آتَيْنَا مُوسَى الْكِتَابَ, then after we gave Musa the book. So Musa alayhi nabina alayhi salatu wasalam was a Nabi before the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Similarly, Sayyidina Isa alayhi nabina alayhi salatu wasalam, alayhi nabina alayhi salatu wasalam. These people were Anbiya before the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam, well known, well established Anbiya in their books, Zabur and Tawrat and Injil. They were also famous. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that we gave book to Musa. So it's not only the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam who is the first to claim prophethood, who is the first prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that you are having such a hard time believing in, but there had been Anbiya before him, such as Musa, and who was given the book as well. على الذي أحسن وتفصيلا لكل شيء وهدى ورحمة لعلهم بلقاء ربهم يؤمنون. A book that was perfect for the one who does good and explaining everything in detail, and was a guidance and mercy so that they may believe in meeting their Lord. So the basic purpose of Torah was that people who want to accept goodness, then it was a mercy for them, it was a blessing for them, and reminded them about meeting their Lord so that they could do good and reap the reward in the Akhirah. Then after the completion of this book, so the basically Torah, the book of Sayyidina Musa ala Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam, and Injil, the book of Sayyidina Isa alayhi salatu wasalam, they are sometimes they were almost as in a way a continuation or completion of each other. Then after that, وَهَذَا كِتَابٌ أَنزَلْنَاهُ مُبَارَكٌ فَاتَّبِعُوهُ. So when only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is mentioning the book of Sayyidina Musa alayhi salam, the Mufassirin have written that it also includes the zikr of the Injil, that Injil was also given, and then this Quran, وَهَذَا كِتَابٌ أَنزَلْنَاهُ مُبَارَكٌ فَاتَّبِعُوهُ وَاتَّقُوا لَعَلَّكُمْ تُرْحَمُونَ. This is the Quran, a blessed book that we have sent down. So this is another book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is not something new, but this is examples of this are of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala giving a book and sending a prophet have been in people before you as well. فَاتَّبِعُوهُ. So now this is the book, so follow it. وَاتَّقُوا لَعَلَّكُمْ تُرْحَمُونَ. And so that you fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, be mindful of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, so that you could be shown mercy to. أَن تَقُولُوا, lest you should have said, إِنَّمَا أُنزِلَ الْكِتَابُ عَلَى طَائِفَتَيْن. So this ayah proves that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is talking about the previous two groups, that lest you would have said that the books were sent down, or the book was sent down only upon two groups before us. So the Jewish people and the Nasara, that they had their books, that only those people were given books. وَإِن كُنَّا عَنْ دِرَاسَتِهِمْ لَغَافِلِينَ. And we were unaware of what was in their books. So ulama have said that the problem was that the Jewish people and the Christians, they considered themselves so high and the Arab people so lowly that they didn't even talk to them about their religion, or they didn't want to teach them their religion. Although the mushrikeen of Arab, they knew about these two books, and when you know about something, then especially if it is something that important that your matter of iman depends upon it, then you are supposed to find out about it. You're supposed to find out about it, and you're supposed to find out the truth. So only by the fact that they knew about these two books, they should, and it was necessary upon them that they had inquired about these books. But they did not do it, and the Jewish people and the Christians also did not teach them, did not bother to teach them about these books. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that you could have said to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the day of judgment that books were given to previous people, but no book was given to us and we did not know what was in it. أو تقولوا, or you may have said, لو أنا أنزل علينا الكتاب لكنا أهدى منهم, that commands were given to those people. Had we been given commands, then لكنا أهدى منهم, we had been the more righteous, we would have been even more righteous than those people before them. فقد جاءكم بينة من ربكم وهدى ورحمة. So here it is, a clear sign from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, which is the Quran. وهدى ورحمة, it's a mercy and guidance and mercy. فمن أظلم ممن كذب بآيات الله وصدف عنها. So who is more unjust than the one who gives the lie to the signs or the verses of Allah, وصدف عنها, and turns away from them. سنجزي الذين يصدفون عن آياتنا. This encompasses all the people, every single person, may they be Jewish people, may they be Christians, or may they be mushrikeen. They will be very soon rewarded with punishment. يصدفون عن آياتنا, who turn away from our open clear signs of the final Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. سوء العذاب, a very bad punishment. بما كانوا يصدفون, because of their turning away. هل ينظرون, what are they waiting for? So when all the signs have come, they have seen the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam before them, and he was born among them, he grew up among them, and he has shown so many signs. So what are they waiting now? The Quran itself is such a big huge sign for them, irrefutable. But هل ينظرون إلا أن تأتيهم, what more do they want? Are they waiting that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sends malaika upon them? So ulama have written that this refers to the malaika of death. And the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam has also mentioned in a hadith that when somebody sees death, then they understand the reality. When the angels of death come and they are ready to take their soul away, one's soul away, then the test remains no more. So are they waiting for their deaths to come, that when death has come, in the face of death, even Fir'aun, the Pharaoh, the biggest mushrik, the biggest kafir, he also accepted faith. But this does not work this way. The challenge is, the test is that you look in the signs of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and believe in the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and do as the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam is telling you. Otherwise, if you are waiting for the angels to come, or أو يأتي يا ربك, or they are waiting for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala himself to come to them, or another meaning may be that on the day of judgment they will be able to see Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So on that day, are they waiting that when they face Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and these are mentioned in the hadith of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that on the day of judgment, we read it in the Quran as well, in the previous some ayat, that on the day of judgment they would want to believe, but that this dunya is the place where you have, this world is the place where you have to show your belief in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Otherwise there is no test. When you have seen the reality, then what's the purpose of, what's the test? أو يأتي بعض آيات ربك, or some clear major signs of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala come to them. What would be those signs? This ayah particularly refers to the signs of Qiyamah, that when they start seeing the sun, that it starts to come up from the west instead of the east, which is one of the major signs of Qiyamah. The Prophet ﷺ has told us that when the kuffar, when the disbelievers will actually see for themselves that the sun is now rising from the west rather than from the east, then all of them will start to chant the kalima of shahada loudly, but will not be accepted from them, because now the time for test, the time for tawbah is over. The time for getting any forgiveness or bringing any faith is over. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us from being such unfortunate people who delayed to that extent. لا ينفع نفسا إيمانها لم تكن آمنت من قبل أو كسبت في إيمانها خيرا. Then that day, not a single soul will be able to benefit from bringing faith, because the test will be over, the time will be over. لم تكن آمنت من قبل, who wouldn't have brought faith before. أو كسبت في إيمانها خيرا, or Allah, their iman would not have they would not have gained anything good out of their iman, which is again belief in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Basically, that they would not even have that basic belief that they did not believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then no good will come to them. قُلْ انتظروا إِنَّا مُنْتَظِرُونَ. Even if after this they say that we don't want to believe, or they turn away, then say to them that keep waiting and we are also waiting. Keep waiting and we are also waiting. The decision will be made clear by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala before everyone's eyes. And the people who do not believe, they will soon find out the reality. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us. Ameen ya Rabbil Alameen. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us from the people who are accepted and beloved in the eyes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. اللهم اجعلنا من أهل القرآن الذي أهلك وخاصتك. ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم. وصلى الله تعالى على خير خلقه سيدنا مولانا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. آمين برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين.